nice uranium shield gadget you got there. It's not an Auntie's Choice product, so it might actually work as advertised.
To reach the grounding station, where it's safely dispersed.
Where do we go now? What happened to this place? What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's mercy and no safety interventions.
Look on the bright side.
I've got your numeral.
The worst is
Keep moving.
behind us.
I could use a break from fighting injustice.
My noggin sure is sore.
Appreciate you looking out for our interests.
Don't do anything foolish.
You haven't seen my landmine supplier, have you? I hope he hasn't blown it. Kill me! And him if he doesn't show soon. What fine contraband might I supply you with this day? It's superb cover and a consistent market. Refugees are in need of all sorts of supplies that the Order cannot provide. And myself, I enjoy the thrills of the environ. Will the Order attempt to drive me out? Will Matriarch's mercy be shelled? Shall I run out of new cereals? Oh, thrilling! Why, I thank you. Takes a unique sort to appreciate the finer points of illegal smuggling. Idle browsers will be...
Don't make me call Mapother and Mudge over. They don't like no fighting for free.
My noggin sure is sore.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of those drones.
I think I'm gonna vomit. I'll try not to sneeze.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish.
Keep your behavior acceptable parameters.
There's no putting this rat back into the can.
Oyster is looking pretty good right about now. Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Any luck with the sprat hunt? I used to source all of my sprats from a local trapper, Frankie Billings. No idea. Word has it she's out north in Auntie's Choice territory, so watch yourself. Fresh.
Thus,
if we compare the rates of dust accumulation inside the segment.
The paradigm is a self-centered. Every scientician yearns to visit the archive office.
Go on. You take care now. You hear?
Since the schism, the Protectorate has rewritten history.
My time is yours, for now. Besides what I've already told you, to put it gently, disorganized, which is irregular for a group that prides itself on mathematical acumen. But with effort, patience, and collaboration, I am confident that Matriarch's Mercy will soon be a haven for the displaced. Good. Check in with me once you've made significant. As with probability, there is an art to mediation, and it requires a well-rounded perspective.
Are you going to be a problem? Because I have a...
I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized I suppose that designation doesn't wholly apply to you, though, does it? Predicting future... Well, then. I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct? Matriarch's Mercy is brimming beyond capacity with those cast out by war. But we of the Order rise to every challenge and continually strive to better our guests' existence. Why, I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area. There's nothing more practical than improving lives now, is there? We've offered the displaced access to our weekly prognostics reports and personalized engagement is admittedly rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly. I believe my services will be increasingly sought after the more of the displaced learn of our methods. Vicar Orent, one of our recent guests, Rollo Nast, has received multiple personalized order predictions. I believe he could speak to the effectiveness of our ways firsthand. If my own humble assertions are not enough, I trust his attestations would convince you, and perhaps other members of the displaced as well. We utilize a mix of proprietary research methods to gather as complete a data set as possible, and advanced calculations using well-honed models to effectuate it. None of us predict events with complete accuracy or absolute detail. We'd need to solve the universal equation to do that. Fortunately, we're all working very hard on that problem. The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions to help steer our followers' paths. The Department of Predictive Analysis is mainly populated by seers like myself, who represent the Order's most talented mathematicians. After years of study, some can predict events a few seconds or minutes into the future with reasonable precision. Others can estimate with up to 71.1% accuracy several months out. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss of the archive, but I am not to speak of that with an outsider. No offense. Unforeseen factors, random elements, anomalous outliers, incalculable variables. But as we close in on solving the universal equation, unknown unknowns will become known unknowns. Then finally, known knowns. You follow? True, my situation does lack a certain... Regrettably, this is Matriarch's mercy. We all must do the best we can with Well, I do believe you're needed else...
Can't talk. Calculating an inverse complex sine function in my head.
Speak to Abbot No.
No updates on my... Anything I can do to assist you? Oh, of course. What would you like to discuss? Merely a precaution against calamity. Based off certain predictions, I agree with Seer Wiley that it is best to avoid those areas for now. Yes, the plan can seem quite mysterious at times, but that is why we have seers like Wiley to help us decipher its many patterns and figures. But we are providing for them, as best we can, given our limited resources. Turning them away would be an act of far greater cruelty.
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
I predict with an 8.23 margin.
A visitor?
error.
Hello. You weren't mentioned in my latest personalized order projection. I mean, prediction. Granted, I mostly skim the parts what don't cover probabilistic dangers, so perhaps you were alluded to in some, roundabout fashion. Suppose that means you're not a threat. So that's good, right? Yeah, I reckon that's good. 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 I'm most focused on what's relevant to me these days. I used to listen to the wireless, read periodicals, all that useless junk. Complete. First time I got a POP, it was on a lark. It said, Rollo Nast, our seer has predicted you must wear a helmet today. I borrowed one. As a laugh. Everybody ribbed me about it. Just after lunch, wind picked up on the cliff above and dropped a mock apple 152 meters straight down onto my head. Fortunately, I still had that brain case on. I mean, if you want an exact estimate or percentage, talk to them. As for me, I just got that, what do you call it? A few times, I couldn't make heads or tail of half of it. Like, avoid anything representing whole numbers? I didn't know what to do about that. End of the day, I'm still here, and my co-occupant Ike isn't. So, I guess them prognostications work well enough. Sure, but I've had 9 POPs so far, and at least 3 times something similar happened. Avoided drowning in a culvert, sidestepped my mantisaur allergy. Forget the other. Things like that just illustrate the fragile nature of human existence, especially here in Golden Ridge. My co-occupant Ike had a POP done and told him avoid liquids for 48 hours. He ignored it. Later got drunk, passed out, drowned face first in a puddle of water. You did catch the part I said they'd saved my life, right? I think alive is a notable improvement on dead. That's something you can take to the bank, Figuratively speaking. I don't know why the other displaced have been so slow to take to them. But I'm not complaining too loud. Waited for my latest POPs long enough.
The Protectorate have only been told a watered-down revision of Order philosophy.
Where do we go now? Another refuge.
Oh. Administrant Agarwal. Here to finally hash this out, are you?
Yes, well, our esteemed outsider here has agreed to thoroughly appraise our situation, in the hope that we may finally close the book on the
They say you asked around. Listen to folks. That's a good start, at least.
Speaking as a representative of the Order, we will abide by the Mediator's decision. If
Agreed.
Mediator, I leave the fate of the exclusion zone in your capable hands. Speak on, then.
Did he also happen to mention they were needlessly oblique and vague?
Quite right. Rollo's co-occupant might have also supported our warnings. Had he...
I don't know. You ask me? When it comes to these Order predictions, there's a lot of room between a probable and definite outcome. You actually got the Provisioner to give you the time of day.
Ah, yes. I sometimes forget Provisioner Plotnik is also assigned to minding the displaced's needs. Her role is largely proactive, while mine is reactive.
Fair enough. The Order does keep us refugees fed and plenty, medicated. To give credit, as I do with blame, where it's due. I'm all ears, Mediator.
Collapsed. But we built Matriarch's Mercy to optimize...
I'm guessing you're saying this wasn't an official structure. More of a hastily assembled, precariously built shanty. People are struggling to make do with what they have. If we had the exclusion zone, this wouldn't be a...
I'm aghast these structures weren't built following established Order construction guidelines. I understand you were crucial in securing additional medical personnel for Matriarch's Mercy. Thank you.
Yeah, much appreciated. Way to go above and beyond. Anyhow, what was the good doctor's diagnosis? At Auntie's Choice, we'd view this from a lens of how sickness undercuts productivity.
That is indeed unfortunate, but the dangers predicted for the exclusion zone may outweigh these concerns. But we haven't explored the dispute from every side. Your calculations, nay, your very judgment, could be missing critical...
I say we get on with it.
What is your decision?
Shit. Very well, Administrant. You win. I'll honor the terms of the mediation. Let's hope your math was right.
Have faith. Or, if not faith, reason. We can still work together to improve conditions around Matriarch's Mercy. Your reward, Mediator, with my thanks. I now consider the matter decisively closed.
What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's Mercy is no safer than the trenches.
Look on the bright side. I predict that.
Passenger, you are running 21,027.5 hours late for your tram.
You must keep your blood within, Commander!
Sorry, ain't ready yet.
Your vitals look gritty, Commander.
Take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
You have my thanks.
I used to love taking the train across Dorado, seeing the Marcasite caverns, the silence, and the desolate plains. But that's all in the past now.
The plan can wait. Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive minutes early to avoid missing their tram.
I believe refugees attempted to take solace from the fighting here. I only hope they found peace in oblivion.
My apologies. My work requires a rather high amount of focus, and as such, I'm unable to engage in idle chatter. My apologies. My work requires a rather high amount of focus, and as such, I'm unable to engage in idle chatter.
Committing that crime really worth squandering our goodwill?
Contrivance malfunction. And/or miscellaneous unspeaking dangers.
Please call again at a more convenient time.
Hello? Someone there? Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zeranium Manufactory 7 presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors. Wait, you have a writ? From the Abbot? Well, we don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a... yes, sir. This is Factor Métayer. Am I to understand you have orders from the Abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry. Very well. Come inside and we'll see this sorted. Building on the left.
Yes, right over here. You're not So, the Abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Oh, and I see you have a Protectorate Arbiter with you as well. Of course.
Your casual method of address has been noted. Consider yourself thankful that present company stays my wrath. Some.
Till we ascertain the truth here, you'll understand if I remain cautious. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the Abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route, but fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away. We have a working hypothesis about who is responsible. Initial evidence looks rather conclusive. And we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below. Which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations. Your supposition, although grammatically dubious, is statistically correct. It is an error I will guard against making further. Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions. Both of them? Well, what? I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
Evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to knock with dangers and splendors.
Has it been classified as an accident? Or an attack? What I'd like to know is why our illustrious...
Initiate Alpha, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate.
Wait, is this being broadcast? I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at once.
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Things have been a mite haywire.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. It's less what happened than who happened. Initiate Alva, that is. A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. Her role was to launch transport pods of volatile uranium to collection points in space. Not at the outposts of our rivals. Those poor, short-sighted commercialists. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alva seized command of the system and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the outer doors. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse. Whatever for. We've already established her guilt. Failed to see the use, frankly. I suppose some limited nosing about before dispatching her wouldn't hurt. Presuming she doesn't kill us all in the meantime. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem.
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Varathans' cursor as slavering, when it attacked. How much viscous fluid did you...
I don't know anything about the fluid's volume. Thing attacked. I shot it. There's goo all over the spot it emerged.
Of course, she's hiding something. You think those two exemplars just
Investigator.
hell wrong?
Factors
They're
in
hardly
that,
prone
man.
to involuntary self-injury.
Oh, hello. A visitor. Who? And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire. Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? And who is that you brought with you? Could that be and someone else? Another Earth Directorate agent, I see.
Is she talking about me?
All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding. I expect few in the Order know of you, but, well, I've kept to a role here that is purposely not very taxing. Others prefer calculations in their spare time. I have my stories. Between launches, I enjoyed serials, Two-Bit Dreadfuls, periodicals. I adore Zane and Buddy, even if they are considered contraband. And you decidedly share their upright bearing. For the longest time, I didn't realize your organization actually existed. But here